Hey guys, what's up? This is Tony from alphapursuits.com. It has been a while since my last video because I've been busy trying to figure out a new strategy. And for some of you who have been following me, as you know, I have been trying to document and figuring out a strategy that really works because up to this point, or up till March really, I have been trying different strategies which didn't really fit my objectives. I've tried testy trade strategy which didn't really work out, and in case you're interested, I have a video documenting what I did, and it did provide a high win rate, so I was winning 70% of the time, but the P&L, profit and loss, it was really not where I wanted to be. In fact, it was P&L was negative overall. So, I moved away from that, and now I'm trying something completely different, really. So here in this video, what I want to do is I want to share with you, since it has been about 6 months now since I started document this new way of trading, so to speak, and so I want to share with you what I found out, what's working, what's not, and what I'm planning to do moving forward. So as you can see on the screen right here, this is the tracking sheet that I have. It's pretty simple. I use Thinkorswim. So I have basically what I did was I just downloaded the trade from the platform directly, and then I have the open on the left, close on the right, and then I have the P&L calculation in the middle, and I also add some Excel function to indicate which month it is, so that I can kind of document what's the profit for each month. So that's the setup that I have, and I have also have this simple equation where you look up for different spread type, so I can divide it up and see what kind of spread, what kind of strategy that really works or not. And as you can see right off the bat, one strategy that really stands out, and that's the strategy that I really enjoy doing, which is selling single put. And now I'm actually start doing selling call, but it's not a naked call, it's a covered call. So I'll explain a little bit what's going on there, but generally speaking, what I do when they say single here, a lot of them are actually selling single put. So back in March when I just started out, I just did a single put, and then I started thinking, okay, well, looking at the way the market was moving, maybe I could try out other strategies that I was doing before: straddle, strangle, even vertical, just to because it was the market tanked after COVID-19 and it started coming back, and I thought, well, it cannot go back like a V-shaped recovery. It had to go down, and that's the reason why I had some of the vertical trades here and there. And then obviously I was completely wrong. Now it's a very nice V-shaped recovery. So obviously I'm not good at doing the vertical trade, vertical spread trade, and then I'm not good at straddle, strangle, and one of the reason being because I get really emotional. Straddle and strangle involves selling naked put as well as naked call. So on the naked call side, I tend to freak out when the stock start shooting up, going higher and higher, and then I don't have a really good sort of stopping point to get out quick. So I let it drag a little bit, and that ended up being largely lost than I was hoping to achieve, really. So anyway, that's sort of what happened in the last few months, and then I completely stopped doing that in July. It took some time to clean it up in June, close out on the straddle, strangle, all those positions, and then in July I really just dig deeper into, okay, how can I really optimize selling single put, and that's really what I want to talk about here in a little bit more depth. So if we scroll down to July, and I know a lot of videos out there that they talk about generally sort of to just give you a high level of how to sell put, not giving you the actual sort of tactical level of explanation. So I'm hoping to give you a little bit of that here, which, as you can see, what I primarily did was I was looking at stocks that had a pretty low price, $1, $2, up to like $5 or $6. As you can see, like this one was $6 strike. And the reason being, going with high-priced stocks, I couldn't really find, or at least the screening process that I have right now, I cannot really find at least 5% ROI, return of investment, within 1 month, or even 10% sometimes. That's sort of the kind of level that I'm looking at. And as you can see, a lot of trades that I did, for example, CRC, which actually went bankrupt eventually, and that's the reason why I think high volatility, and then because it was on the verge of going bankrupt, the return on investment was really high. You can see right here, 629, that's when I entered, and then I got out 7/7, July 7th. So that was merely about a week, 9 days, 10 days ish, and then I got 9% return from that one single trade right there. So it's really crazy. If you annualize that return, it's like huge. 1 week, that's like 10%, so that's 40% a month. You annualize it, like, so what, almost 500% annualized return, which is just absolutely crazy. So that's the kind of return I was looking for. And obviously I screwed up a few of them. As you can see, BGG actually went bankrupt, so I lost minus 42%. That was big right there. Let me just make sure the calculation there. So yeah, minus 42%. And then that was another one, serious. And I'm not sure if that went bankrupt, but that one was pretty bad, as you can see right there. And another one I remember was TLDR. This one went bankrupt. And so, that's why it was a pretty large negative there. But otherwise, other than CRC, I think the other ones didn't really go bankrupt, but because of that experience with some of the companies that I traded went bankrupt, I decided to move away from it. So now in August, which I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, that should be next month's video, but just want to give you a taste of what's going on there. I started looking at stocks that are a little bit more stable, so to speak, stable at the current point, because American Airline, who knows when it's going to go bankrupt. But at the current time, it seems to be pretty stable, and also the strike is much higher than the ones that I was looking at before. So I'm still experimenting here and there, but the screening process that I had for July was sort of looking at stocks that have pretty low price, and then trying to get 5, maybe 10% monthly return. That's the kind of trade that I did. And like I said earlier, I also started doing covered call, which, as you can see right here, I did one covered call, GNW there. So GNW, I have been following this particular stock at least for 2 years now, I think. So I've been trading it on and off, and I really enjoy doing single put spread for this one, because it gives me a really good ROI, return of investment, and a lot of time you will give me at least 10% a month. But the thing is, obviously it's not as stable as I hope it would be. So in this case, I really got assigned big time. So I'm holding quite a lot of GNW right now, and since I'm holding it, and I know it's gonna come back at some point, I'm not going to get into the background story of what's going on with GNW, but long story short, they are in the process of getting acquired, but it's not really going through. So who knows what's going to happen in the next few months. It might fall apart, the whole acquisition might fall apart, but based on the valuation of the company, it should be much higher than the current level, which as of Friday, it was trading around 2.57, I think. So, you know, it's a good stock to trade, at least for me, and that's what I'm doing right now, doing quite a bit of covered call. So that's why when you look at the return of investment here, the actual P&L here, August is already much higher than July already, even though it has already been a couple weeks. Well, actually, this is only 10 days worth of August data. So, you know, the first 10 days of August, around first 10 days of August, it's already much higher than July. So that's a really good surprise for me, because I didn't really think just by doing one single type of trade would give me that kind of return. But at the same time, you know, you never know unless you try. So this is what's going on right now. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumb up, and please subscribe, so that you know, in the upcoming videos, I would like to sort of dig a little bit deeper, explaining, you know, why I choose certain stock by looking at the chart, looking at the risk to return graph, and sort of give a little bit more of what I'm doing, what my thoughts are. So, you know, hit the subscribe button so you get a notification for that, and share with friends. And if you have anything to say, please leave it in the comment section on the YouTube. And if you are reading, you know, watching this on my blog, the comment of the blog section. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.